Well, here it is the next day, and this is the second coat of Bondo glass that I put on here. I got to get that flat spot built out. Like I say, I was going to use some aluminum in there, which I showed on the video, but I decided not to because I'd have to still build it up to cover up the pop rivets. So we're just making sure we're using Bondo glass, and the first coat was put on yesterday, and this is the second coat I just put on now. And of course next year I had to take the bumper off again. And over here I have some sheet metal I picked up at the metal shop that I'm going to form from here over to here, similar to what this side looks like. It doesn't really have to hang down that far, but actually I think it does go down that far because it has to match this side here. It's just that that's behind the bumper and you don't see that. There's a local sheet metal shop a few miles from me that makes ductwork and stuff like that, and I bought some. He said this is 26 gauge. It's manageable, and I got different pieces here for future work. This is a little heavier. I'm not sure what he told me that was. I guess I can measure it. I've got one of them Harbor Freight gauges. We can, but actually, no, that won't measure the. That'll give you millimeters, or that'll give you fractions of an inch, but it doesn't tell you the gauge. But anyways, all I need is a little piece to put in that corner there and round it off, and then round off the edges and so forth. I got, this is the third coat. I did the other one off camera, and it's not dry yet, but well, actually, I got to be up here. Well, I still got a little bit more to build up, but I'm doing it in layers and letting them dry really good, and also making sure that I'm using Bondo glass only. That's very strong. And when I get it up to where I want it, then I'm going to use the lightweight Bondo on here. So while that Bondo is setting up, I'm going to make up something for here, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. I'll make something up to go into here. I already cut back all this with the tin snips, and I got 2 coats of rust reformer underneath here, but not on here. I ground this down as much as I could and just put the self-etching primer on here. So what I got to do is to make a piece that'll come from this connection here. This is solid here. This is where the 2 pieces join. So just like on the passenger side, it'll come down on an angle like this and come right over to here. This is cut back like this. You see there's a straight piece here, and then there's a little, like a lip. Well, that's part of the fender, so we're just going to mate into that. And we'll make up something and put it in there. Alright, I got a piece that I got to make. It's got to be 9 inches this way in width, so it can come up to the corner here. 9 inches that way, and about 8 inches to come to the end of this, and then it'll taper, it'll be angled off similar to the right side there, which will resemble this piece here, and it'll come on an angle like that, because this is that's 8 inches there, and then she angles up here. So she'll keep it the same. This here is the 4th coat of Bondo glass. So she's starting to form up, and she's almost ready to sand again. A lot of this was done off camera. Okay, I've got a piece right here. Am I in camera? back at my videos and half of them are out of frame. Alright, I need a piece 9 inches wide by 8 inches long. This happens to be exactly 9 wide. And it's fairly heavy, but I should be able to cut it. And we need 8 inches. So what we need is 8 inches here. And we need 8 inches here. To a straight edge here. I like my straight edge. Okay. So now, as you're looking at the left side of the van, the driver's side, this is going to be wrapped around, and then it's going to have an angle piece here, like the other side, but we'll put that on afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this now, and I've got this yard sale Weiss. These are old Weiss snippers. And I got these Weiss Home Depot, they'll cut 16 gauge. Let's see if we can do it with this first. Out of the way. Alright, now I'm going to go over to the site and measure for that angle piece here that's coming out. And now this is a little heavy, but I should be able to bend that a little if I'm careful. That don't work out. I have some thinner stuff here, but I think this is okay. This should do it. Alright, I got the piece I got to cut off here. I'm not sure how long these pieces originally were. I'm just trying to match the one that's already on the right side. But I think I'm pretty close. Site there and see. It's gonna go like that, I think. I want to make sure I got it right. All right, on the back I gotta bend this over, and I already started when I put a kink in it. So it's not easy rounding off metal like that when it's this heavy. It's not like that thin aluminum. So I'm gonna try to round that off somehow. I don't know if I can do it in the deck. I'm gonna try to do it on the deck here. It's going to be a complicated, because I got to go in this way too. So I think what I might have to do is to mount this and then have to slice it. Not going to be easy. All right, before we get back on the sheet metal on the other side, we got this here. We got a rasping sand here. Not too much rasping, I'm just trying to fill in the low spot. So I'm just hitting the areas that high. It's getting there. Let's just see where we're at here. We're almost there. We gotta come. We're coming out like this, and that's what we want. So it's not going to match the other side perfectly.
Calling CQ. Calling CQ. Come in, please.
All right, I got a light coat on that. That's almost perfect. It's not going to be 100%. I'm going to be here all day and all week for that matter. We're going to go on the other side now and work on that sheet metal. What I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to see if I can clamp this. I'm not sure if I can clamp this metal into place here on this side. It's got to be yet, but I figured to do it this way, and then I can make sure I'm getting the measurements correct. All right, I'm gonna put one pop rivet here. Just want to make sure that it's be where I want it to be. And it's up too high. What I gotta do, you can't see that on camera, I gotta taper this down here. I gotta taper that. That's probably where I want to be. Right to the seam here. And that will give me several layers here. God, I hate this damn drill. Things keep loosening up in it. You know why I don't use a good drill? I use this piece of crap. It's easy to get to. Okay. It's just that, well, batteries they got to keep on constant charge, but the damn, no matter how tight I make this, the damn drill bit slips in there. I like the, well, the DeWalt is great. I like the old-fashioned ones with the chuck key. Then you can tighten them up properly. I'm going to put a pop rivet in there, and then I can take the clamp off, and then I got to do some adjustment over here, and I'll show you.